How's everybody doing? I'm Tashawn Manning, transfer from Auburn. I'm excited and blessed to be here at Kentucky, and I'm ready to get to work. Do you guys have any questions?
Obviously, Kentucky has this huge offensive line reputation that they've developed the last few years. How much of that was a part of you coming here?
It was big, coming into a program that already has a foundation for the offensive line, and they have a set standard. So coming in, I want to, not just come in at the standard, but raise that standard so we can be better together.
Nick Rush here from KSR. Tayshawn, you got to see the team practice I know down at the bowl game a little bit. So what are your observations of how Coach Wolford operates in that room, and how does it? Why are you receptive to that? I guess would be the.
Those guys, they come ready to work every day. They come to the weight room and they come out to the practice field and they get their work in, and they get it done. They don't waste time and they don't waste, their time doing stuff that's not going to help them get better on the field. And so I relate to that. And being somebody who wants to get to the next level, I want to get in and get my work in too. So I feel like it's a good thing coming in here to Kentucky.
When you're evaluating Josh Moore, by the way, when you're evaluating the decision to transfer, and you look at, how big is like a team that sort of has its brand, the Big Blue Wall, kind of play into making that decision?
It plays a key role, man. I love it because the fans, they love their offensive line, and I'm an offensive lineman, so where I can go somewhere where I can receive that love, I'll go there 100%.
What did they pitch you about your role? I mean, I know you played guard mostly at Auburn. Is that what they were pitching you here? Are they going to move you around a little bit?
He playing guard, and Coach Wolf told me that he teach me to play center, so I'll be able to play the inside at any moment. So.
Hey, Tashawn, how Adam Luck at KSR transfers had a lot of success here at Kentucky. One, Darrell Rosenthal, kind of same background as you, SEC transfer. How big was that when you're in the portal and you're looking for somewhere to go? How much is track record? How big did that play in your recruitment?
I could say in the beginning, everything was kind of confusing because everybody's coming at you at the same time, and you're really just hoping that you land at a school that you really love and enjoy, and being able to play at an SEC school and play at the SEC level is just that bonus. I get to play football at the highest level and be able to perform.
I'm curious, Sean, how is the scheme fit? Is there a lot of similarities? You do a lot of stuff at Auburn that you're going to do here?
The scheme is very similar to Auburn's scheme. It's a pro-style scheme, so a lot of mid-zones and inside zone stretches and stuff. So I feel like I fit. It's not going to be that hard to pick up the playbook.
I know that there's going to be a new center next year on the offensive line. How important is that to be on the same wavelength in terms of communication throughout the offensive line?
I think that's everything because with the offensive line, you need to have chemistry. You need to have trust between everybody. And if you could trust everybody, then everybody's going to play fast and they're going to play hard. And if you can play for your brother next to you, then, that just makes us that much better.
Hey, Sean, Dick Amber with the UK Radio Network. You mentioned the Big Blue Wall. There's been a lot said and written, and you mentioned how much fans appreciate it. You're an O-lineman. Generally, you labor in anonymity. But the O-line's a big deal here. What do you think of that?
I think that's awesome, to be honest. I love it. I love giving the O-line attention. I feel like the big boys need their love and to make them play better. So I'm here for it.
What do you talk about chemistry? What do you guys do to feel that, especially when you can't really go out there and practice?
Just lifting together, watching film together, studying together, spending as much time as possible, getting better and teaching everybody the plays and making sure everybody knows what to do. There's a lot of leadership on his O-line from Ken Forsley and Eli, and those guys take a big role in, making sure the O-line is up to the standard.
I was going to ask about that. You're an experienced guy, played a lot of football, but do you see yourself more as the leader or a guy that needs to come in and kind of not flip the rock the boat?
Right now, I'm just trying to fill everything out, but I feel like eventually I want to emerge as a leader on this team. Try to take this team to the next level, take the O-line to the next level. I'm coming in. It's my last year, and I'm coming to give everything I got.
Sure, you were aware, I'm sorry.
You go.
You were aware of Chris Rodriguez when you got here, but
Yes.
now looking at the cut-ups and things like that, what are your thoughts on opening holes for him?
I'm excited. Hey, if you got a back that's good as him and behind you, there's so many possibilities, you know.
That makes you look good.
Definitely.
Is it any different to blocking for a quarterback that can use his legs to make plays?
Definitely. It's different from having a quarterback that stands in the pocket and a quarterback can move. Um, Sometimes it can get a little, blurry and sketchy when they get on the run, but if they're gonna fight for those extra yards, then I'm gonna fight to, make sure they can get to that first down,
I'm curious. I know your story. I'm not sure how many people are aware of, beating cancer, going through that to work your way back into Auburn. How much do you still reflect on that, and how much is it still part of your life, or is it one of those things you're kind of putting on that in the past and moving forward?
I think about it every year. I was diagnosed on Thanksgiving in 2015, and every year since then I've thought about it. Being in the hospital and watching the football games and wanting to be out in the football field, and it brings tears to me every time. It's just because I really wanted to get back on the field that time, and once I was able to get back out there and be able to do my thing, it just made my heart grow. So.
There's a lot of guys on this team who have overcome a lot of adversity. How do you get over that hump and not feeling sorry for yourself, but working to push through it?
Like you said, it's all adversity. So once you get through it, there's nothing but up to go. You got to look at the bright side of life. You made it out of that dark side, and there's only one way to go, and that's to get better and look forward to life.
I know, just in general, getting over that hump. Kentucky, it feels like they're close to getting over a big hump. Well, what do you think? How does Kentucky take that next step in the SEC?
I think it's going to start with the players. The coaches are doing everything they can to make sure the guys are ready, and it's going to be on us to get us to Atlanta.
Tashawn, you mentioned see yourself being a leader on the team. Just in your short time, do you feel like this is kind of a player-led program? Deuce earlier talked about how everybody's just happy to be, in the facility or whatever. They're coming from a different background than guys that have been in Kentucky all the time. Do you feel that way, that the culture's strong and it's player-led?
I've seen it with my own eyes at the bowl site when I was down there in Orlando, and the guys, they came out. They were ready to get their work in. They were happy to get their work in, and they got in and got out. And there wasn't any trying to get everybody to turn it up a notch or trying to get guys to keep going. They came out with their own desire to get better. So I think that's amazing.
At the bowl game, when they had that long list of players who couldn't go for whatever reason, what were your thoughts as you watched them, really fight for that win?
I was ready to suit up with them, to be honest. Definitely ready to go with them.
Anyone else? Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.